Today's question comes from Nicole from Houston, Texas. Nicole asks if there's a tax deduction for renter's insurance. The short answer is maybe, but to really answer the question, we need to dig a little deeper and discuss a few examples. In this first scenario, let's use an individual who works from home and has a standard renter's insurance policy. They primarily use their computer for business purposes, but also a bit for personal use. If we assume the insured is a sole proprietor and there were a total fire loss including the computer may not be covered because it's used primarily for business purposes. If that's the case, the individual could theoretically deduct the cost of a replacement computer from the business taxes because it was not reimbursed by insurance. That's closer to having a tax deduction because your policy doesn't have the right endorsement. So quick side note, if you're a renter and you have a business operated out of your apartment, call Effective Coverage to review your policy. There may be some special endorsements you need. In our second scenario, our hypothetical involves someone moving a long distance for a new job. When they relocate their primary residence greater than 50 miles from their current residence, some of their moving expenses may be deductible. In order to benefit from this, you'd probably have to pay the annual premium in a lump sum if you wanted to deduct the entirety of the premium. But in this case, there could well be a tax deduction for the cost of your renter's insurance, because it's an expense related to an otherwise qualified move. In our third scenario, your kids are finally going off to college and you're equal parts thrilled and concerned about it. You know about the education tax credits, but did you know that if you're paying for housing for them in college, you may be able to include renter's insurance in that calculation? See your tax professional for further advice and to see if any of these scenarios are applicable to your family. Ultimately, this is not a how-to guide so much as some things to get you thinking. Your situation may vary and some or all of these may not apply. Give it some thought and then go see your tax professional. We provide effective coverage for renters and leave the actual tax advice to your CPA. Stay tuned for more in our series of insurance answers for renters and feel free to submit your insurance question to Effective Coverage. Don't forget that you can get renter's insurance at effectivecoverage.com or by giving us a call and speaking with one of our insurance experts. Thank you for watching Effective Coverage for Renters.